Where are the people that has finally concluded on Black Americans' cases? Where are they? Where are the immigrants that are bragging and telling Black Americans, you know what? ICE is going to come for you people soon. ICE is going to deport you guys. You guys do not belong to America too. America is just for white people. Where are they? Show yourself. Because at the end of the day, you guys, the only people that literally cannot be deported, whether you like it or not, are Black Americans. There are Black Americans, but a lot of you guys, especially African immigrants, are so delusional with your thought and mindset, because at the end of the day, you think that the skin type or the hair texture that looks like Black Americans, obviously everything that is going to happen to you is going to happen to them. But anyways, I don't have anything to say. Let's watch this video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. For disclaimers, this video is just for educational purposes only. Nothing but that. Okay, thank you so much for supporting, subscribing, dropping commentaries. I do not take you guys for granted. Let's dive right into this video. I will be back with commentaries.
Keep you here in America so you won't get kicked out like some of these immigrants are getting kicked out. Because if you think for once that because you're a Black American that they're not going to kick you out, that's eventually what's going to happen. It's going to trickle all the way down to white people. And it is your responsibility to figure out your ancestors.
No, little sis, if I could reach through this phone and slap your hand, I would do it. No. Let's stop making it seem like Black Americans are at risk for any type of removal. Where are they going to send us to? Never Land? Never Land is not a real place, guys. Okay? It's not a real place. You really think that they're going to just get rid of almost their whole entire workforce? I mean, really think about this. So they're going to get rid of all of the illegal immigrants, right? The ones who work for dirt cheap. They're going to get rid of all of them. Then they're going to go and they're going to get rid of the Black Americans. Who is going to do any type of work? They're just going to get rid of everybody who's not YT? I mean, I don't understand, like you're just going to get rid of a big chunk of your workforce? Like that doesn't even make sense. I don't know where this sentiment came from, but I'm honestly tired of it. I'm tired of hearing it from the immigrants. I'm tired of hearing it from other Black American people. I'm tired of hearing it because it's the most ridiculous thing. Sometimes I be feeling like sometimes some of y'all want to leave. Like some of y'all don't want to be here. Some of y'all are hoping that you'll get deported. Like into Never Land. I don't know where you think you're going. I don't know where you think they sending you. But some of y'all don't want to be here. I don't know why, but you trying to manifest that shit. That's the reason why motherfuckers keep saying it, because you want to manifest that shit. You don't ain't gotta wait to be deported if you want to leave. You could do that on your own. Now, the other stuff that she was saying in the video, I think was nice. It was fine. I just wanted to address the point of look, y'all, stop saying that. Tracing your history is great. Tracing your lineage is great. But to do it because you're afraid of eventually being deported or removed it's crazy to me.
We told you that we would be next, right? And y'all didn't listen. And look. So this is a sign for everyone to get off their damn high horses and start caring about what is going on in your communities and in your nation.
Is she trolling us or something? Because what the hell are you talking about? Detaining is not the same thing as deporting. So if they detained people, they probably questioned them and then let them go. So I'm not really seeing what the big deal is here. And there's nothing for Black Americans to be worried about. Maybe when she says African Americans, maybe she means people like her who are from Africa, directly from Africa, freshly off the plane, and living in America as an immigrant. Maybe that's what she means by African Americans. Because I hope that she's not talking about the foundational Black Americans, because we don't have anything to worry about. I don't know why she's saying we, or I told you this would happen to us. And like, girl, you ain't one of us. You not from here. I can see clear as day that you are not Black American. I know that you're not. I know you're probably from Liberia, Ghana, something like that, but you're not Black American. So I see why you're worried. So maybe you should address your folks and not my folks. Okay, little girl, so we don't need to get off of no type of high horse. Okay? Focus on yourself, okay? You can be worried, but not us. We not worried. We not worried.
Can somebody tell me what the hell this little girl is talking about? Hold on.
I'm hearing that also Black Americans are being deported. ICE is icing up also Black Americans.
Can y'all really not wrap your heads around the fact that we are not immigrants? So, okay, I've done this before, but let's go through this again. These are my great-grandparents, my great-great-grandparents, and my great-great-great-grandparents. My third great-grandfather was born in LaGrange, Georgia in 1815. His father, who of course we do not have a picture of, we know was born in Georgia around 1795. Add to that my parents and grandparents, that is 6 generations born here. Where exactly the fuck am I being deported to? And then she had this to say.
These white supremacists come. They don't see you Black. They don't see you Africa or Africa from whatever Africa. They see all of us the same because they see the color. They don't see where you're from. They don't care.
Yeah, no shit. That's kind of what we were saying before. Yeah, see, we were telling you guys this before all of this started happening, that all they see is that you're a Black and that they don't care where you come from. You all were the ones that were saying we're not Black. So y'all need to learn the difference between detained and deported. Because while Black Americans can most certainly be detained, we can't be deported. We already come from here. And I know y'all hate that, but it is what it is.
What's the funniest shit? Immigrants really think Black Americans are like immigrants. So they be like, you guys are gonna get deported next. Black American. The only reason we call each other Black American is because there's white Americans. We're just gonna drop the Black for now. It's American. We can't get deported because we're American. A lot of us been here for like 12 generations. We've been here in America since the inception. When I go to Australia, know what they call me? Oh, where's the American at? No, they bring your ass. They don't call me Nigerian, Jamaican, Haitian, or none of that. I'm American. Stop with the little linking us together.
ICE is not deporting Black Americans. Let me say it again. ICE is not deporting Black Americans. Where is this coming from? What are y'all talking about? Y'all want people to jump on this ICE shit? If you are Black American, please mind your business. We have nothing to do with that. It's not racist. It's just the facts. This ain't even a race thing. This is our country. We're home. There's nowhere to send us. Okay? Y'all keep talking about that thing that happened in Chicago in that building. Y'all already know the facts behind that. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. All right? They're not deporting Black Americans. It's not possible. Anybody that's dark that's getting deported, they're not American. They're Black in America, but they're not American.
Can Trump deport Black American citizens? The answer is no. Not lawfully, because we're citizens. But if you ask whether he can unlawfully deport Black Americans, the answer is yes. Because the Supreme Court just took away lower court's ability to stop him. And if you don't believe me, let me show you how this became real after the Trump v. Casa birthright citizenship case. So in Trump v. Casa, the Supreme Court ruled that federal judges cannot issue nationwide injunctions or universal injunctions against Trump executive orders except with class action lawsuits. And those can take a while to be certified, those class action lawsuits. That means even if Trump signs an unconstitutional, unlawful executive order, judges can only protect the people who are named in the lawsuit or members of the certified class action lawsuit. Everyone else, they're vulnerable. Even if what Trump does is blatantly unconstitutional or illegal. So, can Trump deport Black American citizens lawfully? No. But that's not the question anymore, because he doesn't need to act lawfully if there are no judges that can stop him. In fact, Justice Jackson warned, she said in her dissent, quote, "The executive can now deny people rights that the founders plainly wrote into our Constitution, so long as those individuals have not found a lawyer." And Justice Sotomayor said, quote, "No right is safe in the new legal regime the court creates," close quote. She said no right, that means no citizenship right, no civil right, no voting rights, etc. Folks, that's not theory. That's not me pontificating. That's the reality that we're living in now. Additionally, back in March, Trump told El Salvador's president he would be deporting homegrown criminals. He didn't say immigrants. He said homegrown. That means people born in the United States. So if he targets Black Americans as criminals or gangbangers or threats or enemies, etc., what's stopping him from issuing an executive order to detain or to deport those people? Nothing. That puts Black Americans and any other targeted group in danger. This is why they say elections have consequences, folks. So remember, stay woke.
One of the reasons, but all these fear-mongering influencers coming on here talking about Black Americans are being deported drives me crazy. Like, a quick Google search would have showed you that they were raiding a building that had Venezuelan gang members in there. They detained 37 Venezuelan gang members and they released everybody else. So please tell me how Black Americans are getting deported. A quick Google search would have told you that. Because just because you saw the video before this and it was a Black American crying because she's scared she's going to get deported, even though she's a US fucking citizen, go do your research. I swear, we are cooked as a society. Y'all watched 3 people's video because they saw the first video and ran with it. And then y'all did no research. No research at all. We're fucking cooked.
I'm going to give you an example on how they could deport you. There's a moral clause that they can use to strip you of your citizenship. For example, that shirt you got on could be construed as immoral. It could be, but not for me as a Black American. Not for me as a Black American. I had to commit espionage or something, give out government secrets to another foreign country that we beefing with, or to just a country period. You know what I mean? But me wearing a shirt, you gonna use that example of me wearing a shirt. wait. You gonna say me wearing a shirt can cause me to be deported, even though I'm a 14th Amendment baby. My family is a slave descendant on this land. Now, out of all the things in the world that Black people have done, let's go to the negative side of Black people. Black people have R-worded people, Black people have unalived people, and they have not been deported. But you saying I'm going to get deported. They can use a clause, an immoral clause, of me wearing a shirt of a Black man. Do you know who this Black man is? I'll let you figure it out. But of a Black man holding one of these, and I'm going to get deported. You got to up your fear-mongering game up. Listen, I'm not the Roland Martin crowd. I'm not the MSNBC crowd. I'm not the CNN crowd. I'm not the old generation that's scared of white people. I'm not them people. You can't fearmonger me, okay? You can fearmonger other people, but you can't fearmonger me, especially using an example with a shirt. A shirt. But all these people get to wave foreign flags over here, Nigerian flags, Puerto Rican flags, Mexican flags. All these people wearing foreign flags on our soil, but they ain't gonna get deported. I'm gonna get deported for wearing a shirt, but you got people disrespecting America wearing a flag here. Come on, man. And I saw you about the black banks and all that stuff and everything else. Okay, cool. But this what caught my attention. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the worst example you can ever give. We are not being deported. Why we haven't been deported in all these years? We had a lot of racist, open racist presidents, and they could have deported us. Why we haven't been deported yet? About all these decades of things that didn't happen, of redlining, gentrification, mass incarceration, police brutality. Our ancestors being hung, but you gonna pick this shirt. That's the most silliest, most wildest, dumbest thing I ever said. And you might be you might be educated. You might have degrees. You talk to a person that got an 8th grade education. I got more common sense than you. Lord have mercy. God damn. Black people, please stop watching the news. Please stop watching the news. If you do watch the news, just pick out stuff that you know that's factual. Listen to people like this, man. They're gonna have y'all going crazy. Lord have mercy.
What's up, everybody? Hey, look, check it out. Man, I know I've been gone. I've been kind of sick, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm good enough right now, man. My voice starting to come back or whatever. But look, what's going on with all these black Americans or you Negroes running around talking about, oh, man, I got to look over my shoulder or whatever because Trump going to deport us. We going to get deported. Nigga, how you going to get deported? How you going to get deported, nigga? Get the hell out of here with that stupid, man, stop. Man, every time something's that's starting to go right for us, it's always you Negroes that try to input yourselves and stuff and make it bad for everybody. Look, sit back with you some popcorn and a soda water and just watch the show. That's all you gotta do. Man, look, I'm talking about the Negroes. I ain't talking about African Americans. I'm not talking about these people that consider themselves to be black from these Caribbean islands or whatever. I'm talking about Negroes. You know, Negroes, that's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nothing else. Man, how can you even input yourself in that same sentence of you being deported like all these other cats? Look, they gonna be gone, and everything that was supposed to be for you anyway, you gonna get it back. You gonna get it all back. That's what this is all about. It's not about what you think. Nobody will be hurt in the process and none of that unless somebody try to slip up and do some slick shit. But at the same time, this ain't for us. Stop putting yourself in the midst of stuff. That's what's wrong with us now. I mean, even with if somebody wants to fight, it's always one of us that try to get in the midst of it to break it up. Stop meddling with stuff. Stop meddling with stuff because look, it don't pertain to us, man. Come on, man. It don't pertain to us, man. We got to stop with that foolishness. For real, man. We got to wake up at some time. It's 2025. There's no reason why y'all still think y'all from Africa anyway. Now, some people may be from Africa, and y'all might have ties there, and y'all will be going back there. But us, me, my people, we here. We stuck in the soil. We come from the soil. This is us right here. You can't bring us nowhere else. This is us right here, right here. We the copper tone people. None of that other BS that they try to sell you in school, all that old foreign literature, all that old European literature they try to sell you. That's why they never told you about who you is, and that's why there's a lot of people out here thinking that they come from over there and thinking they gonna get deported. But I'm here to tell you right now, man, you here to stay. You can't go nowhere. Nobody can deport you. Nobody can't move you but you. You the only person that can move you. Why you think they up in Africa telling you they give you citizenship right now? Because you're not from there. Stop.
I've been seeing too many videos of Africans being confused or upset on how and why Black Americans cannot be deported from America. So, get you straight real quick. First and foremost, you do understand that a lot of Black Americans have been here since the 1590s. 1590, 1619. We've been here for a very long time. So a lot of us don't have a molecule of African in us, right? Not only that, if we just fast forward into American history, there's something called the 14th Amendment that made us citizens. Even though the 14th Amendment is being taken advantage of right now, And Mr. Trump is in the White House making sure that everybody knows the 14th Amendment was for the descendants of slaves. That's it. Not all the other immigrants. But I've seen a couple of videos of Africans on here highly confused, highly misinformed, thinking and believing that Black Americans like myself can be deported somewhere. I have a question for you. Where the fuck am I going? What country am I going to? Because I don't know if you noticed, but this is my country. Just like Nigeria is your country, just like Ethiopia is your country, that country that you came from, I don't have nowhere to go. I got 50 states to go to. I have 50 different states in America that I can migrate to. But if for all you immigrants, Black, yellow, white immigrants, Black Americans don't have to deal with that problem. I'm sorry. For once in American history, Black Americans don't or are not the fucking target of something from the American government. Can we just have 4 years of being free? It's only going to be 4 years, right? Donald Trump isn't attacking Black Americans. Thank you, Trump. Thank you. You get what I'm saying? So for all you immigrants who just have it out for Black Americans, whatever's happening to you, it better be happening to the Black Americans too, right? No, leave us alone. Let us go to work. Let us take care of our kids. Let us prosper for once in American history, all right? This ain't our time right now. The focus is on y'all. Y'all got it. We're not putting our bodies on the line. We're not marching. We're not screaming or hollering. I'm not getting shot with a pepper ball or bit by a dog or a flashbang. No, I'm good. We're sitting this one out. We have to build. Right now, if you a Black American and you seeing this video, it's time for you to build. Don't be putting your body on the line. Don't be putting your future on the line for some immigrants who don't give a rat's ass about you. Let's just keep it a buck.
Black Americans who claim your family isn't from Africa, I got news for you. Your grandparents did not lie, and the research backs up their claim. See, this has been on my mind for the last 3 days. Ain't no way the transatlantic slave trade happened the way they claimed it happened. Logistically, it is not possible. It doesn't make sense. If you know them like I know them, risk versus reward, they are not going to do that. But every time I did the research, were Black people or dark-skinned natives in the Americas before colonization, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Gemini always came back negative. Now this morning, Spirit hit me and said, the Americas wasn't founded until 1776. So that prompted me to change what I entered into the research. Now I asked, were dark-skinned natives in the landmass we now call America before colonization? And the research drastically changed. Yes, there were dark-skinned indigenous people on the landmass now called the Americas long before European arrival. That part is not controversial among serious historians or anthropologists. Skin tone. Many indigenous people of the Americas historically had dark brown to copper skin, especially in the Caribbean, Central America, South America, and the southern parts of North America. Lighter skin becomes more common farther north due to the climate adaptation, not racial origin stories. Indigenous Americans range from dark skin and tightly curled hair, some Amazonian and Caribbean groups, to straight hair and lighter complexion. This diversity existed before European contact. Race as we use it today did not exist.
Europeans did not describe people primarily as black, white, or native until much later. Identity was tribal, cultural, linguistic, and geographical, not color-coded. So, what we have to understand is that race did not exist until colonization. Black did not exist until colonization. Nor did the Americas exist until colonization. So, if you want your research to come back more differently, what you have to ask is, did dark-skinned people exist, dark-skinned natives exist in the landmass we now call America before colonization? And I guarantee your research is going to come back drastically different. Happy 2026, you guys. I hope this video helps with your research and discovering the truth about Black people and their history, their ties to the Americas. I talk about reparation, delineation, law, as well as spirituality on this page. Please give me a follow. Follow me on YouTube. I'm going to have panelists who also discuss a lot of these topics as well. Okay, now I'm going to continue on. What this statement does not automatically mean, it does not mean all dark-skinned people in the Americas were Africans. It does not mean there were no Africans bought later through the transatlantic slave trade. The Americas were already populated by diverse, dark-skinned, indigenous people long before European arrival. And later European systems deliberately blurred, erased, and reclassified identities to maintain power.
Man, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Check this out. These people still talking about us as Black Americans, FBA, Indigenous, whatever you want to identify as on this land, that we will be deported because of what's going on in Chicago. I'm seeing a lot of videos. I'm gonna play some videos throughout this whole video that I'm making about all these Negroes talking about y'all gonna be deported. I told y'all been talking about y'all can't be deported. Y'all gonna be deported. They detaining Black people out there in Chicago.
I told y'all came for me in my comments. You told me, oh, we're the 92%. Haitians don't like us anyway. And everyone who said that, I said, you think that the Border Patrol give a fuck if you Haitian or not? You think they can tell the difference? We all Black to them. They don't care.
Neighbors like Ebony watch.
Now listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Tell me a time in history where we never been detained as Black people. Let's take ICE out of it. When have we not been detained? Why Black people acting like this just a new concept that Black people never been harassed by the police? That Black people just never been just walking, minding their business, and police just never detained certain Black people in America?
For every Black American that got on the internet and this app and refused to talk about what ICE was doing and what is going on in our country, because I don't really care about the Hispanic community because they don't care about us, which is BS.
Tell me that. I've been detained plenty of times in my life by the police for nothing. But guess what? I never been deported. Okay? I never been deported. Then they using Chicago as an example, talking about they snatched people out the house. They detained them for over an hour. Some of them don't know what happened. But check this out, though. Check this out. I do not agree with white supremacist terrorism on my people. I do not agree with what Trump is doing to the Black people in Chicago, what he ordered to do to the Black people in Chicago.
ICE is now going after and detaining all Black people in Chicago, including Black Americans, regardless of your citizenship status and regardless if you are native to this country.
Right? These Black people getting their homes ransacked, getting woke up in the middle of the night, being harassed, threatened, right? But guess what? They are not being deported at the end of the motherfucking day. They are not being deported. They're being detained. Or maybe someone they got detained, they ran their name, they found that they got a warrant, they go to jail. You know what I mean? There are plenty of people every day that's not getting pulled over by ICE, that's not being harassed by everybody else, that be detained, they run your name, you go to jail. Okay? A lot of people been detained for something, then when they ran, they said, oh, you know you got a warrant out there, you know you got a traffic ticket out there. Oh, you know you got this type of warrant, you go to jail, but guess what? You're not being deported. I'd rather go to jail for a warrant because I was detained and being harassed and me being upset and mad, lost my job, everything, I lose everything. Than them deporting me to Uganda, to the Congo, to Nigeria, to them bad countries of where black people at. I'd rather go to jail shit, for a warrant before I go be deported to the Congo. You know what they doing to folks out there in the Congo? You know what they doing to folks in Nigeria? You know what they doing to people in West Africa, even parts of South Africa? But we will not be deported. Don't let them use this detained. Cause you're gonna hear a lot of this detained, we're detained, we're detained, we're detained, detained.
And if you are a black African American, if you are just brown or a POC, you are now immediately a target for ICE raids. In case you ain't know, them folks done ran up into an apartment complex in the middle of Chicago, and regardless of how them folks spoke, regardless of where they said they was from, regardless of how they appeared, they got thrown into a van and sent in for questions.
It don't matter. We will not be deported. And most of these people that making these videos is tethers, is black immigrants. It's black immigrants. These black immigrants can't make me feel bad because they getting detained and sent off. You can't make me feel bad like that. Don't be deceptive. Don't lie. That's all y'all do is lie. Lie, lie, lie. Why y'all lie so much? Huh? Just because Trump is getting on you, we ain't got nothing to do with it. We sitting back and chilling. And for my people that's been harassed in these states, man, my prayers and thoughts be with you. Keep your head up. If I had the money, I'll send it to you. So you can't repair everything that's destroyed in your home. But at the end of the day, black people, tell me a time in history where we haven't been racially targeted in this country. We always been racially targeted in this country. I've been racially targeted in this country. I lost things in this country dealing with these white folks. But I never, ever, and will never be deported. Y'all would never be deported. They might have scared the shit out you. They might have inconvenienced you. They might have did a lot of things, black Americans. But you will not be deported. It's these immigrants that are scared. They are looking at the one that feel like, I always feel like somebody's watching me. They think ICE is watching them. All right? Y'all stay strong. Shout out to my people in Chicago. Y'all be safe, and I love you.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you guys have seen every single clips that I've been able to insert in this video. I don't know how many times black Americans should be telling people that they actually own America. See, please, if you don't know the history of a particular place, the only thing I can actually suggest for you, that I've been suggesting as well, is for you to try your possible best to understand the depth of where that particular place is coming from. A lot of people do not really understand that black Americans have been existing in America. That is why when they choose to call themselves foundational black Americans, I was like, yeah, that's just the absolute name. Because why in God's name do you classify every single black Americans as, oh, African Americans? Yes, I'm not disputing the fact that they are not enslaved Americans that were pushed to America without their which is not their choice. They are descendants of even enslaved Americans that are still existing. But before all of that thing started happening, there were black people which are known as black Americans existing in America. Ask yourself, why is it that every single thing that has literally been happening has not been affecting them? You can never see an ICE agent coming to deport a black American. The highest I have seen so far is detaining that black American. And the moment they detain them, before you know, they release them. Unlike me and you that are immigrants, unlike Africans, Caribbeans, Asian, Mexicans, Hispanics that came for survival. A lot of us came for survival, but we ignore every part of those survivor, and then we fight people that own the country. We fight people, tag them, call them names, and you think it's gonna be well with you? was why when I saw people saying, "Oh, do not worry, Black Americans, you guys are also going to get deported," I was like, are we still doing this in 2026? Have we not learned a lot? Are we still starting with this? So you want Black Americans to always come out and start shouting and screaming, "Oh, please do not deport, oh, do not deport them, please. It's okay, let them be." And at the end of the day, you don't value those people. You don't care about them. In fact, nothing about them has ever interested you. There are some immigrants that has literally never had any vibes for Black Americans. You idolize white people so much. You love white people because of their skin, their hair. You think they're actually the best. I'm not saying they are bad. Yeah, there are some white people that are good. So far, so good with the little of my research and what I've literally seen online. But there are some that no matter how you try to make yourself proximity to whiteness, you can never be white. When it's time, they will still tell you, "Guy, find your spot." And the only people you can find your spots with, relate with fluently, are the Black Americans. I just hope a lot of immigrants are able to learn this period. I hope that this Trump regime actually give a lot of them a wake-up call to really, really understand. Although some of them are understanding already, but not enough understanding like I want. I want it to get to that point where people now understand the history, the deep culture of Black Americans, to understand that a lot of narratives that have been sent out there is actually false narratives. But anyways, let me know what you think about this video. Credit belongs to the original creator of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe, like, comment, and share. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking my videos, dropping commentaries, sharing my videos, and also supporting this channel, dropping super thanks, joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. Anyways, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah.